Hello everyone, I am back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video in which I take on stage 2 of the Ultimate Red Zone Pure Saiyans Edition versus Nappa and Vegeta with the new Golden Frieza and Gogeta in tow. This fight should absolutely be a breeze to clubber. With that being said, though, let's just get right into things as I do, though. Consider liking if you have not done so already, and consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell if you enjoy the channel. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Anywho, let's start things off with absolutely ripping into this boss. Should not be difficult whatsoever to absolutely wreck here for sure. And we'll see how Golden Frieza does without really any of his conditions up, because this is him off of his kind of home turf, which now these units are having this home turf advantage type of stuff, where it's just, okay, but I get a little bit more advantage on my team when I have a couple of my allies and such, and I get this benefit when I have a different set of allies, which I definitely think is interesting for attack character, especially since the conditions for both active skills on Gogeta and Golden Frieza are a little bit different. I definitely think the Golden Frieza active skill on his team is absolutely peak. Absolute peak active skill. But he is just a versatile unit enough to the point where, okay, so what if you're not getting all of his conditions met? He's still that good, where it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. It doesn't really. Not really. You are just able to get into these fights, right? You are just able to do these fights absolutely clear and, not even really worry about all these conditionals. So, it's just really like that. With all of that out of the way, I am going to put, of course, use Straw One. I might actually flow Golden Frieza. No, is this it? Turn 5 from start of battle, right? Yes, it is. That's nice. That's nice. We do love a condition like that. I think so. I definitely think so. A quick condition for sure. That's a little conditional on when you get it for sure. But you do just have turn 5, which is really good. Really, really good. Although that super attack would have been scary if the meta isn't just like going backwards with this fight. This feels like a fight designed way before the craziness of GDC, way before the craziness of 10th anniversary. It feels like like 2 metas behind with 3 metas behind with how much power creep there is. It really feels like 3 meta games behind is a Pure Saiyans Red Zone. Really not hard at all. I am definitely not feeling the heat from this fight. It really is not like that. It really is not like that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But he does have quite a bit of defense, though. He does. He does. He does. But then we have all this stuff going up for Dokkan Belt. They have been pretty consistent. I do have to give them credit for that. One thing they've done this year is having some parts of the year they've had a wonky schedule, for sure. That's undeniable. It is. After the 10th anniversary specifically, the schedule was just so bad. It really was. It really was. There was just absolute dead weeks. It was not crazy. But other than that, 10th anniversary, it was a little overkill in my opinion, but you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We're not complaining about that. We aren't. And then of course, also having GDC, I think the best spread of content ever. I really like the pacing of that. That was really enjoyable. And now this celebration, again, also having really decent pacing for sure, although the hard content isn't hard. And you might say, oh, whoa, what do you mean they should be? GDC, example, stage 1, boom, hardest fight in the game. So it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy for me to expect, you know, these fights to be at least in the same meta game as the last content, right? Because these fights are not. They're not in the same meta game, right? They're not. They really aren't. No. And with how good units have gotten, if you go meta games back with these fights become jokes. They're not even remotely hard because the metagame has been pushed. The power creep has been, I think, the craziest it has been. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, power creep in other years has been crazier. No, it has not. It's not. No, I do not want to hear those lies. No, it is not. 10th anniversary power creep has been the craziest, bar none. No, I'm not having that. No, 10th anniversary year power creep has been craziest. So it's a little bit of whiplash to see fights like this, where the power creep is just gone backwards, right? I don't hate it, but it's just leaving me confused. Like, what? Huh? Okay. Well, this fight is just a joke then, I guess. So, yeah, we have 2 joke fights now. Okay, cool. Cool. Not even like, oh, this is just, like, it's a little bit soft, but it's not that crazy. No, it's literally just not. It's literally not hard. It's literally just not hard. No, it's just not. It's not competing with the metagame, for sure. The content spread has been very good, though. I do want to give them credit for that right now. I really do. I could not say the same for, this is gonna catch a stray, I don't care. Phantom Parade. I really cannot say the same for Phantom Parade. Oh my gosh. After 2 times speed on trying to quote-unquote get the games caught up has fell off. Oh my, when I tell you there is nothing new. Okay, well, shoot, I mean, we're getting new global floor soon, so shoot, that's gonna be content. Global floors is gonna be content. But if that's it though. Nah, global floors, we do take those. We do take that as content, but still. Oh, that's gonna be rough. It is. But we do take new global floors. That is really good. That is really quite good. Speaking of, I feel like Dokkan has taken a lot of things off of Phantom Parade. I don't think they actually did. I'm just speaking metaphorically here. Cause, like, why did Phantom Parade, like, introduce all this global stuff for, right? Along with already having summon tickets with events. And then now having monthly content for global. And then Dokkan all of a sudden says, yo, we're doing summon tickets for every other, like, every kind of, couple weeks we're doing summon tickets. And then we're going to have not only that, but along with it, monthly content stages. It feels weird to me, right? It does. It definitely, for sure. Although it is very funny how they did all 5 Gogeta and Vegetos within the 10th anniversary calendar year. I definitely think that makes sense, for sure. It's a little bit of a shoehorn to have the Gogeta from the Broly movie in here, but we do take it. We do take it. It's definitely worthy of a celebration like this. I think the character choice is fine, for sure. Especially as a Frieza fan. Frieza's goated, so, you know, we take it. We love it. We love it. We love it. As a Frieza fan, you love to see it. You do love to see it. You do absolutely love to see it as a Frieza fan. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Dodge it. Woo! Woo! Nice. Okay. Okay. And of course, DBL is in the same streak that like Dokkan is at, where they're not necessarily in like the craziest, like, oh my gosh, it's like so much, it's like anniversary, like, oh my gosh, it's going crazy. We're just in a good period for content. For sure. Especially, oh, I can't wait for them to update the story. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be so sad though, right? It's gonna be so sad when they have to actually end the story. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be a sad day. It is. But all things considered, they could go on for sure, but Zaha is the main villain, so it is what it is on that front, you know. It is. Same with One Piece. When they end that, oh my gosh. I've not been a fan for One Piece for long. I've like known of its existence because it's freaking One Piece. Like, it's Dragon Ball, One Piece. Like, you can't not know of those anime, right? That and Pokemon. Those are the 3 anime that like it's all like you have to know. Like you have to know about Pokemon. You have to have at least heard of One Piece, and you have to have at least heard of Dragon Ball, right? I feel like that's fair enough to say. That is fair enough to say. Just don't even at me on that. No, do not. Although we might have enough movie heroes on the team, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we might have enough movie. Do we though? Really? Do we have enough movie heroes to fulfill the active skill commission? Do we? Do we really? I'm not joking. Do we really? Oh, we do! Okay, nice. That's actually really quite good. That is really quite good. Now I'm going to go ahead and launch this active first, because I'm going to go ahead and Shaboy Yoing. Hopefully this doesn't kill, but it is Vegito Blue. I do think he is a nice unit. Although the 18 key on the Goku could be nicer, I will have to say that. It is not that appealing to look at. His overall super attacks aren't that crazy. And then this is coming from someone who really thinks the unit is absolute cinema. I do. I really enjoy the unit as a card. It is fantastic. He is a fan-freaking-tastic card. I love him. I love him so much. Let's go ahead and transform this guy just to get the links. Right here, right? I think that's fair and valid to do. That's fair and valid. That is very valid. Yo, I mean, he gets the condition for his other active skill on this team, though. That's actually not that bad. That's actually really not that bad. You love to see it. Okay. Well, that's actually really good. I really do enjoy that. I really do think that's nice. I really do think that's nice. So let's go ahead and pop this active skill. Normally, I would pop this on turn 7, right? Normally, you would pop this active skill right after the key spears have gone away. Okay. Nice. We get that done. Oh, well, okay, I didn't necessarily know there was another phase here, but it's fine. No, it's actually okay. That's actually more fun for me, right? You know, it is. 50 million. I feel like these active skills are actually hitting hard. Beast Gohan. I feel like that unit wouldn't be so hated if he was actually good, right? It's the same situation as Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, except, you know, he's the first Beast Gohan in the game, so it actually really isn't the same situation at all. But even still, I feel like it wouldn't be so bad if he actually hit like a truck, which he did not. Even in that meta, he did not hit hard. It was quite pathetic, actually. So it's one of those things where, yeah, but also, no, he was not crazy. Trust me, he really wasn't crazy. It was such a shame, too. I was really looking, the to be continued screen, I was really looking forward to that. Speaking of part 2, that could be interesting pick for that, for sure, but with all that out of the way, I only have a couple more minutes here because I do have to head off to... Okay, I mean, this has been a pretty productive morning for me. Clearing stages 1 and 2, I do like that. I do like to see that. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of getting this out of the way this morning. Okay. The content spread is pretty good, though. I will say that. Patan does suck as always, though. I don't hate Patan. Don't get that twisted. I don't hate it. It's just like, why am I going into the same fight expecting like a minuscule percent chance to get these new cards? That I don't rock with. That I don't rock with at all. I don't. I really don't. I really do not. I really hate that. That's really bad in my opinion. It is. Also, when are they going to drop the Team Nanabe banner? I've been waiting for that since what? August? Right? Yeah, I have. yeah. Because I literally saw the bad guys when it came out on like August 1st, and that's when Shoko came out, also August 1st. That's how I know. When are they gonna drop? When are they going to drop? Yeah, when are they dropping that? When? Oh, I don't like that for sure. It's okay. Definitely don't think this boss is gonna be hitting hard enough to threaten Vegito. These are the 10th anniversary units that have really survived the power creep. Just 90% damage reduction seems insane, because it is. But that's just the type of stuff you have to do nowadays to be good, to be relevant. I still remember, by the way, it's like 90% damage reduction in Dokkan is like tier 1, like absolutely protects you from anything. 90% damage reduction in Legends gives you nowhere. Until we realize damage reduction is actually additive. It's additive in that game, not multiplicative. So it just minuses however damage penetration there is. It just minuses. So if you have 120 damage penetration, 90% damage reduction, you're left with 30% damage penetration. It's not, okay, I take 90% damage reduction off of whatever damage you're doing. It's not that. It is actually not that. It was very interesting letter we got. That was one of the most interesting letters I've ever seen. They're one of the most transparent developer teams I've seen. If I have to give them a big shout out, they are very transparent. They are very open with, okay, this is why we made that change. This is why we did this. Most of the time, when they make big sweeping changes, they say, okay, this is why they did that. I know this is a big change, but we have to do it because of XYZ. It will be better because of this reason. We're actually going to make this change not happen so quickly so you can get used to it. The damage guard update. Although I wish they would have the modifiers for all passives like Dokkan did. Dokkan did it right. Dokkan updated every single character's passive so you can actually have the good update of everything. Oh, I actually need to get dressed right now. I do. 1 second. Well, I need to start taking off clothes. Do not clip that out of context, but I really do need to start. I really do need to start stripping down for to get on my work clothes. It's fine, it's normal. I just really need to get on my work clothes at this point. I do. I can still talk to you guys. I'm not gonna be that distracted, but still, I definitely need to get on my work clothes at this point. It does need to happen. That does need to happen actually. I do go into work. I have to leave in like 10 minutes max. So that is something I need to do. I do. It's fun. I definitely scheduled this correctly. There we go. Alright. Pants on. Yeah, no, I definitely do not script most of my videos. I wouldn't be mad if I made a scripted video, though. That's true. That is true. I would not be mad if I made a scripted video. But you can see, right? I'm casual. I'm not really try-harding on this event for sure. No, I'm not. I'm just casually doing this, right? I am. Really casual, not really worried about much. Because this is not that hard. It really isn't. I've seen tougher bosses in year 8. This is year 8 level bosses. Like, come on. Like, I'm being so serious. We should not have bosses dealing year 8 damage. That is freaking pathetic. Oh my gosh. That is insanely pathetic how we're doing year 8 damage and the big 25. Not something that I'm impressed with. I get having the stages be not as hard as your final phase. Okay, whatever. But at least make it a meta behind, right? At least do us a favor of having this be as hard as typical 10th anniversary content, right? Because it really isn't. If it's really not. Oh, we could always got... Almost got this sexy KO screen. Oh my gosh. It's whatever. It's whatever, though. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. I ain't impressed about it. I ain't impressed about it. Just overestimated how much damage I would do. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We still clapping. We still clapping, though. We still got it. We still got it. We still got it. Don't even really worry about it. Right, do I need to clip mine? Woo! Wow. Okay. Well then. Like, sheesh. That output was nice. I don't think I need to clip my toenails. I've been itching though. Itching them for sure. Which causes them to be itchy. That's the cycle of hate. It is what it is on that front. But hopefully y'all did enjoy. I'm goofy all over the place as usual. All over the place as usual. It did take quite a bit, but it is what it is. It was an easy fight. It was an easy fight. Also, yes, I did grab the rainbow tickets. No, they gave me nothing. I want to know, right? They gave me nothing. They gave me nothing. They gave me nothing. They did not. No. And they gave me nothing. Panel missions is another addition I really like. This is really good. I think this is really nice. This one is really nice. I really like panel missions. That's really good. It is really it is really good. See, I don't even care about. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. Ultimate Clash, I actually don't think I think it needs to be updated for sure. I think it needs to be revamped. Even I feel like Legends kind of understands better that maybe we should remove things that people hate a lot more. I don't think one of them was Chain Battle, by the way. I didn't really mind Chain Battle as much as people did, because it was just an okay game mode for sure. It was super pay to win though. It was. You had to have the LR and then the SSR and then the TUR. That was really bad. I feel like if that wasn't the case, then it would be a decent game mode. But then they didn't replace it, so then it's well, now where are we getting our stickers from, or the resources from? No, it just wasn't replaced, which wasn't good. Also, yeah, the competitive single player mode, that was also a what the flip mode as well, so that didn't help as well. I just think because literally right now they're going to do an update in the fall where they revamp Tournament Power, but I don't have any more time. That is all the time I have today to talk about things. Gogeta was really good. I think Gogeta is really... Golden Frieza's... I think I enjoy both sides. This is probably the first tag where I'm I'm actually not disappointed with either side. Either side has actually not disappointed me yet. I'm really happy with both sides of the tag, which is not something I think I say often. I never say that about other tags, right? There's always one side that's really bad, or I really don't want to use, or 99.9% of scenarios just sucks, right? Just sucks. I think the 10th anniversary fusions are a big victim of that. I do. I really do. I do think so. Although once I did try Tech Vegeta though, oh my gosh, was he amazing. Oh my gosh. Once I actually got around to trying him, chef's kiss. That's why Vegeta was just over Gogeta. I think I see a lot of people saying, oh, they absolutely suck up to Gogeta and not Vegito. No, they really don't. They really made Vegito design much better than Gogeta. and it's not even that close. Like, Gogeta gets killed nowadays. He gets wasted, washed. Absolute fraud wash nowadays. I cannot say the same about Vegito. Heck no. Heck no. I am not singing that same song and dance about Vegito. No, 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 no. Same for the Vegito Blue. No, 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 no. They did really good with him. That was when the dust settles, right? He is better. He's just straight better than the other card, right? He is just straight better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And it's because he just has that, he's just that dog. He has that dog in him when it comes to defense, right? But that's all for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. And until next time. This card is really fun, though. I really like it. I'm a huge fan. Massive fan. Chef's Kiss. They did a really good job with this card. I am a huge fan. Again, cannot say huge fan enough. I'm a huge fan of this card. The animations could be spicier, but that's the only complaint I really have. Other than that, this card is really cool. It is really cool. Both sides are really good. You know, this Gogeta side works well with the Fusion team, for sure. He works very well with the Fusion team. And the Golden Frieza side works better with his team. So I really think I'm a huge fan. I'm a very huge fan of this card. Mwah, 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 mwah. Chef's Kiss. Absolute cinema. So I'm going to get on out of here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. And until, again, this card always peaked. They definitely improved on that and a lot of other things. But until next time, bye.